everybody, it's Kate Luella again. I'm an internet consultant that you can find out more about on kateluella.com. And today, again, it's the second part of the interview with Ness Lockyer of marleyandlockyer.com. In this part of the interview, which I thought got quite exciting, because I'm always wondering how small business people online really use social media to their advantage. Now, Ness really goes into what her strategy with Facebook is, and also how she's using Instagram to her advantage as well. And I found that really interesting, that she posts something about what she's doing and then she sells out straight away. You know, it's pretty amazing. So I'm going to, without further ado, just put you on to Ness in our interview, the final part. And don't forget, you can find more about me at kateluella.com. And of course, you can find out more about Ness at marleyandlockyer.com. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Well, normally, if I do a update on Facebook with, if I've just done a blog post, I usually put the link for the
to the page,
to the actual blog.
Well, that's what I mean. If you're using these other channels, So
it's worked out really well actually. But yeah, again, like I've never been big for chasing numbers. So I've never sort of looked at how many followers I've got and think, I really want to get to 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever it might be. I mean, I'm quite happy to have 3 or 4 readers. It's just the fact that they're there reading blows me away. The fact that they actually want to come and read my ramblings on interior and styling and stuff just still blows me away to this day.
Well, it's beautiful. Your house is divine. I was looking at your pictures of your house. I'm thinking, that's not her house. She's just got some photos out, and that's what I thought at first, and then it's dawned on me, that actually is her house. Oh my gosh.
We've even my mum, and I had a lot of what I do now I owe to my mum. My mum's her home has always been amazing, right from the 4 of us being small little children tearing around, and always just had an amazing home with beautiful antiques, and she used to drag us around to op shops as kids, and we absolutely loathed it.
Now you do it to your kids.
Exactly. But we kind of make it fun, and I'll say, all right, Mummy's looking for whatever it might be. Go.
Right.
And they'll go searching through, and it's funny because my 9-year-old now, he'll come the other day, he brought me this wooden tray, and he says, look, Mum, look on the back, this one's made in Sweden. I'm like, high five, mate. Good job. Put that in the basket, we'll take it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And like my 6-year-old will go and pick up a pewter plate, and he'll say to me, he might have 2 in his hands, and he'll tap them together and he says, Mum, I don't think this one's made out of pewter.
Right, it's a bit misleading.
Yeah, and I'll say, no, it's not, mate, that one's made out of tin. And he'll show me the other one and says, this one's really heavy though, I think this one's made out of pewter. So yeah, that's right, put it in the trolley, off we go. So we've kind of made it, we make it a bit of a game for them, because, I mean, they're boys, looking around for old things is probably not right up their alley because it's not superheroes or something, but we make a little game out of it, and they love it. They love going and scouring through and finding things. They'll walk by and say, oh, Mum, look, there's one of those white plates with the blue bits on them. That would be blue and white china plates, by the way.
Right, yes.
Because they know that I love that sort of stuff. So they're clued in on that type of thing. And people always go on, I always get comments on, how do you live with such a white house and 2 boys in the country?
Well, that's the thing I was going to say. When I first saw the house and I acknowledged it was yours, then I went, clearly she hasn't got kids.
Yeah.
Right? That was the next process. And then I look up somewhere, I found this photo with 2 boys, and I'm going, God damn it, she's got kids too. What's going on here? So I was just overwhelmed.
And we've got 2 border collies, and, they come inside.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Must be a Tasmanian thing. Because in Melbourne, I don't think it'd work.
Oh, yeah. Well, the brand new house that we built, that was all really light colours and neutrals and things.
Yes.
So we didn't have children then, and we just had the 2 dogs with our puppies. But honestly, white is the easiest thing to live with when you have kids. I know people freak out when I say that. Right. I have white floors in my studio, and I'm just looking at them right now. And I look out at the other part of the house where they're dark polished floorboards, like wooden floorboards, and the wooden floorboards show up more dust than the white does.
Is that white floorboards? Have you painted your floorboards white?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I've done that.
Because I see a lot of people on blogs and they do them with like lime washing or something like that, and then I see a couple of months later they'll write that they're having all this trouble with them. And we painted these boards when my youngest was 6 months old, and I still haven't painted them again. There's
Right.
still the same floorboards there.
But what paint? What paint did you use?
It was outdoor paving paint.
Okay.
Without
And it was just
grit. You know
white.
how you can buy them and they've got the gritty stuff in them so you don't slick outside?
Oh,
You can
okay.
get it
You use
out.
that.
You can get it just with the paint. And
Ah,
which one was? I think it was Cabot.
right.
However you say.
Yeah, Cabot. I know that one.
Yeah, and it was just their outdoor paving paint, just in the white. I had it tinted to Chalk White USA, which is a deluxe colour.
Right.
And I just filled the cracks in the floorboards, or the gaps, with a flexible, no more gaps type thing.
Mm.
Smoothed it with an old credit card and
Right.
painted.
Oh, is there such a thing? I don't think so.
I
They should all still be in the
think it
wallet.
might have been an old Medicare card actually.
Oh, well, that's fair
Um,
enough.
yeah, and then just 2 coats of paint, and that was it. It
Wow.
dried brilliantly. It's held up so well. I mean, I'm always using we've had this as a living room. It used to be our bedroom, and now it's my studio. So it's had a few goes over the time, and it still looks really good all these years on, nearly 7 years on.
So look, I just want to ask you one thing more before we wrap up. I notice you're not collecting emails on your site. Is that intentional that you don't want to, or do you just collect emails from buyers and that's it? And
I don't really
for marketing, I mean, for
really
marketing.
collect emails. But
Hey,
I don't really collect emails.
no,
I just yeah, I've never, like I said, I've never sort of actively gone out and pushed Marlene Lockyer on people.
no,
Everything that's
no. So
happened has
yeah,
come. People
yeah.
come in and found me from various sources, or I've never actively gone out and said, oh, here's a new collection. I've only just started to use Mailchimp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what are you using Mailchimp for?
Well, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole thing, but usually people who have contacted me to become a stockist, or they've contacted me for, maybe they've wanted a custom wedding dish or something like that made,
Right.
or they are a current stockist. What I was doing was, when I released the last winter collection, or the current collection that's coming up, I sent out a few photos with a little blurb at the bottom to those particular people. Um,
Okay.
And that went really well, because on MailChimp you can see whether they've opened the email, whether they've then clicked on it to go to
On a
the site.
link. Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
you kind of got a little bit of feedback, which I'd never really done
Yep.
before. So I'd never seen that side of it and how it all worked.
But
I
see, you should offer that to all your people that they can get on this list. Like you could call it your special list or your clearance list or whatever.
yeah,
And it's a great way to communicate with them and offer them. I don't know. It's kind of like in the marketing world a cardinal sin not to collect mails,
yeah.
emails. That's why I thought I'd
I've
mention.
never
But the other
understood
thing,
that whole
you are
side of
using
it.
Facebook. Sorry.
I think because I've never understood that whole side of it, I've
Yeah.
never known how to do it or how to go about it. But maybe,
Well, you're halfway there. You got an account. That's something.
well, yeah, this is,
You you just got to get that now onto your site where someone can opt in to join the list. That's it. Let it take care of itself. Don't
yeah,
don't think about it then. But you are using Facebook in that way. That's what I was going to say. You did say that you do go on Facebook and say, right, I've uploaded the new products, because that's what you can do with the email list too.
yeah.
You can email out and say, I have put up a new batch on Etsy. Here's a photo, and if you're interested, go use. And you can use this coupon code and get a discount. Then you can track if it's actually making progress for you. Getting return on investment. And
Well, I actually
because I
do
think,
that through Facebook at the moment. Like, I give them the,
yeah, but that's only people who go on Facebook.
yeah. So I've got
So you know what I'm saying?
them
Yeah.
as well. So I do that
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yes. Perfect.
Instagram's been great. I love Instagram. Are
Right.
you on Instagram?
Look,
Mm.
I'm going to say no, but I mean, I have an account. It's just one of those things you got to pick your target. Like I'm probably bigger on Twitter than you. You know what I mean? Like everyone has their
Well, I
place.
cancelled
So
my Twitter account. I don't.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really don't. For me, I don't like Twitter. I don't know. I think because I'm more of a visual person. Instagram
Right.
is basically Twitter for creatives. That's what I think.
Look, no, that's fine. But I think what I'm trying to say is some of the people who like your stuff might be Twitter people,
Yeah,
and you can have it on like linked. So when you do a Facebook post, it sends out a tweet. So if people do like to follow you through Twitter, they are getting that advantage of that Facebook post, even though you didn't actually manually go into Twitter.
yeah.
So that's just something to bear in mind. But I understand what you're saying too.
You need to come to
Can't do them all.
fix all this up for me.
Hey?
You need to come to my house and fix all this up for me.
It's really easy. I'll send you some links that show you how to do it. Honestly, it's so easy. And because I always like to think about the other person, not so much what you like, because I know you're your favorite, and that means that you're a Facebook girl or Instagram girl. That's great.
Yeah.
But you might find that some of the people who love your work don't have a Facebook account, but they live on Twitter. And, and you also can put your hashtags on there because they're using that in Twitter as well as,
Linked my
Facebook.
blog to Twitter, actually. I don't know how I worked that out, but somehow I actually linked up my Twitter account to my blog. So when I was doing a blog post,
Yeah.
update on Twitter, but that was right before it got hijacked.
Right.
So then I had to change. I changed from Blogger to WordPress, and I think some of that was lost in the process. So I've not picked it up since then. My
Yeah,
Twitter account got hacked because I never used it. Someone hacked my Twitter account, because I actually
Twitter.
had random emails coming from Twitter and different people trying to sell me Asian wives and things. So
Spam,
yeah.
They're getting better though now. They get Twitter and Facebook. They're all cutting out these rubbish things.
Oh, it's so annoying.
It is, yeah. It's
And like
distracting.
the suggested posts that they send up, and I just think, no, that's not. I don't know where you suggested that from, but that's not from what I like. And they're a bit random.
I know. Look, the thing is, if you go into marketing through these avenues, which I think at the moment you're just touching on it by putting a post, but you can do suggested posts and promoted posts, and you do cop a bit of flack from people like you who go, "Well, I didn't want that,"
Yeah.
and they
I
get
have
quite
done a couple of
abusive.
Facebook ads though. I tried.
Okay.
I was curious. I wanted to see what it done. So I think I put
Yes.
up like $20 or something just to see what the difference was. And
But what did you do in the ad? What was it?
one was for a giveaway that I was doing,
Okay.
and I ended up getting a huge amount of
Oh my gosh.
feedback.
Did you target where the ad was shown? So it
Yes,
was
I
like
did.
women and well
I
done.
know. I was so proud of myself. I thought,
Go and do it again and
well,
do
that's what I
it.
thought. Even if I just done it once a month and spent like $10,
Yes. Oh,
just
you're right on the money. That's how you
promoted
do it.
like a new product, or
Mm.
I'm having a sale this week or something like that,
Mm.
which was great. But I've found I haven't done it for a while, and in the last few months I've actually been getting more related posts and feedback and things from readers than I was when I was paying for them, which is bizarre. I don't know how that's working.
Mm.
I don't understand how all that side of Facebook works, because they seem to be changing it so often.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with.
So yeah, look, I think Facebook are looking at the activity in your account, and so is Google. So for your search engine, if you've got more social media going on and sharing content, it helps you rank in Google. So it's all interrelated now. It's really exciting.
I know that if you post with a photo on Facebook, particularly, if you post with a photo, 80% more readers will read that post. You get more views from having a photo with it. And I know if you don't include a link in that comment, you'll get more views. So what you do,
Right.
you put your photo up, whatever it might be, your little blurb underneath, whatever it is, and then
Yeah.
once you've posted that, then in the comments you then put the blog link or the link to the shop, whatever, in there.
See, that's interesting. It touches on something there that the Facebook reach. They're saying with likes, you maybe only 10% of your people are seeing those posts that you're putting up, which drives home my point of having emails.
Yeah.
For the people who've got Facebook, but they still don't see it anyway.
Yeah. Well,
Then a lot of
since
people
I've been
complaining
doing
about
it that way, I've been getting to about 70% of my reach. So that was much more than
Right.
I was doing before, but that was just changing. And I found that on Pinterest.
Right.
Yeah, so Pinterest is really good too.
Yeah.
I post a lot of
Pinterest is perfect. Yeah.
photos and things up there as well. So usually when I do a blog post, I pick a few pictures from each post, and I'll pin them to. I have a board that's just Marley and Lockyer, and then I
Yes.
have other boards which is like country living, home, that sort of stuff.
Right.
And then I found a lot of people come from Pinterest to the
Right.
blog,
Yeah.
to the shop, or whatever it might be. But I
Really.
had.
How do you know that though? Are you tracking that? How do
You
you
can
know?
follow where they come from in Google.
In the Google Analytics. Is
Yeah,
that
that's right. So
okay? Great. So you are looking
yeah,
at it.
so when I
Yeah.
do happen to look at it once a month,
Yeah.
once every 6
Once a month. Yeah, I know.
I might have to update that maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
No.
see that a lot of them come from Pinterest. Like that's probably my biggest target audience is from Pinterest, actually, just
Right.
from the pictures that I put up from my blog. So it kind of then feeds back to the blog, which is where it come from originally. And then
Yes.
they'll join the blog because they can subscribe via Blog Loving, or what's the other one? Networked blogs.
Oh, yes, I saw that. Yes.
Yeah, so then they subscribe to the blog and then they just keep following along. So it's
See, that's another advantage to an email, though, because if they don't have blog loving or whatever that other thing is, then they can just put in their email and they know they're still going to find out about when you post.
yeah. See,
I really think that's a good step for you.
yeah,
I'm just advising you here.
I'm gonna have to put this all in my sister-in-law's lap and say,
That's right. Put it on a to-do list.
here you go. This is a list of jobs that Kate has sent forward, and you need to get onto them ASAP.
And don't call her, she'll call you.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Call me.
Well, look, I'll wrap it up here, though. I just want to know, do you have any advice for crafters like yourself who are working at home? You reckon a blog is a good thing? Is that something you recommend?
Absolutely, must get a blog. That would be number one on the list.
Right.
Get a blog, because not only are you showing them that behind the scenes kind of thing of it, you are letting them into that personal side of the business, which is,
Mm.
I think you find,
Making it human.
yeah, and you find much more, the people come back, they'll just keep coming back because not only are they loving the product, they're loving the story behind the product. You know, they're
Yeah.
loving the reasoning why you're making that product in the first place, or, you know, why you've picked those colours, or why you picked that texture, or whatever it might be. But you
Mm.
just, yeah, you're giving them that personal spin on the business, and
Mm.
it makes it more human. So it's not just someone behind a screen, you know, working away and then you're buying the product. You actually feel like you know that person. You feel like you're part of the story, which I think is a huge part of it. Being able to relate to maybe their story. You know, they can
Yeah.
ask questions, or I've had so many people contact me to say, you know, you've really inspired me to go and try something, you know, on the side, because I was still doing other things, you know, besides my boys, like I was personal training and things on the side. So I had, you know, that job as well as the mummy job, and then I was
Mm.
doing this on the side. So it's given other
Mm.
people, you know, yes, you can do it. You can be at home, and you know, you might have come from corporate management or something. You've then come home to be a mum, but there's
Mm.
nothing stopping you from just putting it out there. Put it out there, you know, make it the best that you can make it at the time, and then
Mm.
just know that you can keep improving on that over the years or whenever it might be. But you've got to get in touch with that social networking side to bounce
Yeah.
ideas off other people, and you know, to you promote their business, they'll promote your business type thing. And
Well, not only that, I think it's great for repeat business,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Because they can,
absolutely.
yeah,
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 you definitely need to have a blog. I mean, even if
yeah,
that's just, you know, a bit of a springboard into something else, but the blog kind of, yeah, gives that human side of it. And then people, once people can relate to your story,
yeah.
they become so loyal, but then they then start buying gifts to give to other people, and you know, and then they will love it and they'll buy it for someone else, or they'll get something for, you know, their home, or and it's like a big snowball then, and it just sort of gathers and grows, and
Mm.
it's brilliant. I would never have gotten this far without the blog. That's, you know, absolute. A blog
Yeah.
is essential.
It's almost defined your brand as well, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Because also then you've got a situation where it shows beyond just your tags.
yeah,
It shows that that's your style and,
yep.
all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Palette and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's I think it's a great way to go, and I think that it also gets you noticed.
Yeah.
People can find you better. Suppliers, stockists, all that sort of thing
Yep.
are more likely to knock on your door if they can see who you are and you're real, and your story is quite exciting. I know you probably don't think it is, but to go to Tasmania and start a new life and against all odds get a family going and just
Yep.
fantastic. So people are going to love that.
Yeah. I
I
just
love it,
find that
but
you know, I read these sort of things when people write stuff about me, and I read it and go, I'm not any different from any other person who's, you know, tried something different. I mean, I don't see that it's any different to anybody else's story. It's just,
mm.
um,
It's just that you documented
yeah,
it.
it's just, yeah, that's right. It's just that
You
I've
shared it.
written a journal about it, and I've not tried to write it as though I know what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
just like everyone else. I'm poking about in the dark, and I'm working out what works for me just because I've got a little bit of experience, and it's a creative it's a creative drive that's pushed me forward
Mm.
to do something that I love so much, and just put your heart and soul into it, that sort of thing. But it's no different from anybody else's life or their dreams or aspirations. But I just happen to have written it from the heart, and if people wanted
Yeah.
to read it, that was fine. If they didn't, well, it didn't matter anyway, because I wrote it for me. I wrote it so I could look back and say, I did try it. It either succeeded or it failed, or I know not to use that again. It didn't work out very well, whatever it might be. I know to move on, or I can look back even now and I see old pictures of when we first moved in the house, and I just think, oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's wonderful, and
It's really nice to be
yeah,
able to see that journey. So it's
yeah. So we're maybe with you. Is it your sister-in-law?
the
What?
business manager.
Yes.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
sister-in-law.
So maybe with your sister-in-law coming on board though now, your business really could take off, in a completely different way. So
Yeah,
it's really quite still exciting,
yeah, that's right. There's still so much. There's so much scope for the business to grow, and that's
Yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah.
keeps me moving along, because I'm so excited to try new things, and I've got things in the pipeline at the moment, and Christmas is coming up, so I've already, Christmas is sure. So um,
So I might be interviewing you in a year or two's time, and you might be a millionaire,
oh God,
big new house, and it's, oh well, we've come a long way since
that would be lovely.
2013.
But I would still be
Yes.
in this house though.
Okay. But you'd have a nicer car. I get it. Yeah.
Oh, I
I
definitely
understand.
have. I would love to have an old stone studio, made out of old field stone.
Oh, okay.
Mes level upstairs, it was all made out of old barn wood and big French doors
Oh,
at the front. That would be my ultimate goal on the property though. So it would still be on our home, but it would be like an open studio type thing. I would.
yeah.
That's I don't think I've ever.
That's a realistic goal. That's right.
That's something that I would really, really love within the sort of next 10 years frame. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not.
Well, in Tasmania, you could get it. I don't know about Wollongong, but in Tasmania, I think you could.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's still, we've spoken about it quite a bit. So
Okay. Well, I'll be interested to hear if that. Well, I'll be watching your blog to see if that progresses.
yeah, I'd have to
Yep.
start collecting rocks now, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I'm going to let you go now, Ness,
No
and
worries.
I really appreciate your time. And it's been a great interview. It's such a wonderful story.
Thank you.
Such a lovely product too. So I'll let you know. Look, it takes me about a week to get it transcribed and to get it put into, we'll have to tie it up because the audio is a bit with that funny sound, but it doesn't take long. It
Yeah.
takes a few days. And then when we publish it, we put it on iTunes and YouTube and everywhere. So it's a really good saturation. If people Google your name anywhere, they will find it
Yeah. Okay.
and hear your story. And of course, we'll be putting links to your site and everything. But I will do a link for you so you can check it before we publish it.
Yeah.
But I don't think we covered anything personal, so I'm pretty sure you'll be happy with it as is.
Yeah.
So,
No, I've and like I said, pretty much everything is on the blog. Really, I don't, I don't kind of hold back on many things. I just kind of tell it how it is. So I don't think there'd be anything in there that
no,
cut out or.
no, we didn't go anything personal at all. Sometimes the interviews get a bit off track and we go into stats and stuff that I don't want to disclose. But I think with yours, it's been wonderful. So I'm very happy. Thank you
And
again.
thank
And
you.
I'll be in touch soon and I'll be watching you trailblazing with your sister-in-law.
Thank
What's her
you,
name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sarah
well,
comes to the markets with me. When I do away markets and Hobart and things, she's the lady that comes and helps me out. So a lot of people already know Sarah from the market. So
yeah.
it's
So
nice.
you just can't buy that good free help, can
No,
you?
and she really knows the business because
Oh, there you
she
go.
knows the product, and people can ask her, and I don't have to kind of be listening on the sideline to think, has she got it? Has she told them the right thing?
Right.
She
Yeah.
knows everything. She knows the product. She knows the materials. She knows how it all works. So she's a great
Yeah.
person to have on board. And
Yeah.
we
So
get
you're
along
laughing.
really well too, so that's good.
Oh, that
Yeah,
helps.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, look, I'm jealous, but I'm very happy for you,
Thank
and
you.
I'll be watching to see how you go and your new range when it comes out. And yeah, well, look, thanks, darling. I'll hang up now, and I guess I'll talk to you again soon and
Okay.
just see how we go. We'll cross tracks too soon.
All right, no worries. Thanks again.
Are you going to Pro Blogger in September?
When is it? Where is it? Is that the one in? Is it
September and the Gold
in?
Coast.
Okay, September. Oh, we've got September. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've had any. I've had nothing sent through, or I didn't even know it was on. I knew that there would be one on, but I haven't had any information sent through. So.
Okay. No, that's all right. I just
don't
thought you
even
might.
think I'm on their list, or...
I think I saw it in Facebook,
Oh, okay. Oh,
so that's how I saw it. Yeah.
AM would know about it, I'm sure.
Oh, she's going.
Yeah, I thought she would be.
Yeah, she's going. So
Yeah,
if you go, I'm going too. But if not, well, that's fine too.
would like to. I would like to go to one of those. Just, yeah, so I can learn.
Oh, haven't you been to one?
No, I
Oh
missed out
God,
on
you
the
should go
last.
to the Gold.
That's what
Yeah.
I was doing last year, but I missed out on last year's one because I can't remember what it was. Something happened last year and I couldn't get there. I tried and tried and I just couldn't make it work with the timeline that I had.
Right.
But I did watch intently with Katrina and AM's blog posts and their, tweets and Instagrams and things like that. And I just thought I've really got to get to the next one because I need to
Right.
learn that side of the blog that I don't deal with very often.
Well, that's exactly right. Because now, like last year's I went to, and they're really talking a lot about the business side of blogging.
Yeah, I need.
Like, yeah, 50% of that workshop was how to make money from your blog, and then 50% was more so just general chit chat rubbish.
So I get so many advertising emails. Every day I can get up to 10 advertising emails, and I've never done advertising on a blog because I never wanted it to lose that.
Be that. No, your advertising should be of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always had to push those things aside, but then I get a lot of companies that say, we'd love to offer you whatever it might be to try out in your home or offer it as a giveaway to your readers, and I've never known how it all works, like what.
You don't have to go that path. Look, if you collect an email thing,
Yeah.
right, you should be using that for your product and your product range. And your product range, hopefully with Sarah, she can develop over time where it's not just physical product, it can be digital products that train people,
Yeah.
that give people, and that stuff's scalable. See, the stuff you're making, it's not scalable, so it's hard, but
Yeah.
if you can sell digital products, you can make big money just with that email list and build, you can just capitalize on what you've already built. And that way, if you're selling your product, you're not selling, half the percent goes to the creator, you get all the money.
Yeah.
And you're protecting your brand. You're not just being an affiliate marketer who'll push anyone, but you can push other products if you believe in them.
Oh
And
yeah, like I've often bought stuff and then I've written about it, and not long ago I done the I don't know if you've seen the recipe that I done with the cinnamon scroll, and I've
No,
used the Lout
sounds
bread products, which is a South Australian company, and they've been going for
right.
like 100 years. Brilliant products, and we use a lot of them. And they actually found my blog post of the recipe
Right.
somehow, and they sent me some free products to have a go. The ones that they haven't released yet. It was
There you go.
ciabatta.
So, like with Sarah, like with my VA, when I do an interview, if we mention anyone,
Yep.
so even that person that you just mentioned,
Yep.
Katrina, we mentioned,
Yep.
pro blogger, yeah, all these people, my VA will send them an email
Yep.
and say you were mentioned in the interview with Ness Lockyer.
Oh, okay.
And we actually quote what was said and then a link to the interview.
Yep.
And that's another authority building. Yeah, just expanding your reach. This is the business side of doing what we're doing.
Yeah. So
if you ever want to go in this world, let me know. But yeah, it's like
around all that.
Yeah, it's a lot. See, for you, I don't think you should. I think you should let Sarah do that.
Yeah.
You're in a unique position where you've got someone that can perhaps handle that side and she just gets a percentage of your turnover for generating that extra business flow. But you just focus on doing what you're doing, creating great products, creating, more value to your customers. Whether that's promoting someone else's product, that's up to you. But that can then be seen as an affiliate marketer. It can jeopardize your credibility.
Yeah, well, so I didn't want to be pigeonholed into
into anything. Yeah.
That get, some of the stock products that get brought up in the emails. I think, it doesn't really go with.
No, and the $20 you would have made for doing it, it's not worth it. You've burnt your rep. Yeah, so you've been really smart about it. So
I've looked at it and I thought, no, I don't know. I never got a fuzzy feeling about that.
There's one at the moment that's around, but that's for bloggers who don't have a business.
Yeah,
and their business is selling affiliate products.
Yeah.
So that's why that's for them, but not for you or me. And I get that. So there's one called Buzz. So I can't remember, and they pay you like $10 or $20 to go and promote this other company somewhere else. It's not even relevant to my product. They just want the backlinks.
Yeah.
And they want me to write the blog post, and they've got to approve it. I'm thinking, for $20, mate, I'm not going to even take your call, let alone write a whole blog post for you.
No, I understand that. No, I would not.
Yeah. But see, you've got a business, so it's different for us. for a lot of bloggers, they don't have a business. They just write and they can't monetize it, So that you've been doing the right thing. I think you're a really smart lady, and I think you've really protected your brand well. So that's why I'm saying you've got a huge future.
I'm the first one to admit I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to the whole online marketing process and things like that. I just do what I love and I put it out there, and if other people love it, then I'm stoked. But I've always tried to be when it comes to protecting the brand and things. I've always tried to go about it in the right way, where I get the knowledge or the information before I go ahead and do something. So I'll go and have a look to find out whether anyone else has done something like that before, whether it might look a bit similar to someone, and then I'll have to redesign it, because I don't want to be treading on other people's toes or encroaching on their copyright space either, because they've created that. They've taken the time to create that piece, and you need to do something different. So it's that side of it. I've always been, made sure I'm very wary of what's about and what's around me.
Yeah.
That whole business, social, SEO stuff. I'm focused with that. I really am.
But you're starting, and the thing is, look, I think you've been business savvy. I just don't think you've been marketing savvy.
Yeah.
So if Sarah can pick up the ball in that way, you could very well double your turnover in 12 months. It's just an opportunity waiting to happen. But without the strategy and the implementation of the strategy, it won't happen. It's just going to continue at the pace it's going. So, that's your decision. Maybe you don't want to. So.
Oh no, I definitely want it to move along, and that's why it comes to the pro blogger. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, and it's good for networking. That I must admit, the talks are a bit boring. I might edit that out.
Like you say, just bouncing off from the other bloggers that are there and getting there. They might know something that speaker might know.
They are but even the other girls you meet there, they are way more likely to write about you in their blogs, having met you and stuff. And that's another flow-on benefit. Rather than just emailing and say, hey, can you mention me? Which, of course, you would never do because you're not an aggressive marketer. But some bloggers really try to network and they can't until they go to an event like that. So, that's also nice.
Well, again, that's that personal side, that human side of it, isn't it? So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're real. And because your face is on your blog, they'll all just recognise you. The hair, like, yes, you. Oh, no, you, a mile away.
I've never been keen on photographs.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, don't go there. Yeah. Videos I hate doing, but,
Yeah,
but
friendly with me.
Hey?
Photographs are never friendly with me.
Oh, no, you look lovely. I mean, you may not feel comfortable, but you look lovely, so they'll be doing you favours, trust me, online, because it's very visual. So. And, of course, at these events, it's so funny. Sometimes you see a blogger and they say such and such, and I'm thinking, that's not how you look online, Online, you look about 20 years younger and your hair is perfect. And in real life, you're nothing like that. So I think someone like people recognise you because you're very much like your photo. So,
that's good.
Yeah, no, it is good. All right, my love, well, I'm going to let you go for the second time.
Well, thanks again.
Before we talk all day.
It's quite easy.
Yes, true.
The Skype thing. I think I'm going to take up your suggestion on the whole Skype thing.
Yeah, and you can get free recorders, so it records it, so you can play it back. And
oh, that's good because and I've got thousands of notes scattered all over my table from phone calls and things.
Yeah,
that would work.
Yeah, well, you don't want that. No, this is online. It's like just you download it as software, and so I have to use it because now I get that transcribed.
Which would make it a lot easier.
It is, and it's also good to go listen back to it if you need to. Depends who you're talking to. But anyway, all right, my love, I'll hang up and I will talk to you again soon.
Okay, thanks a lot.
No worries. Thanks, Ness.
See ya.
Bye.